Alright everyone, we're back to this project. Afraid I've not documented it very well, but I've got my hand-spun coil in there. I had trouble, I can't quite tell what's going on. I used this insulating varnish stuff here to spray between layers, but you live and learn. I should have had some wraps on the coil besides, because when the epoxy got in there, as far as I could tell, it started dissolving some of that varnish something, because all of a sudden I had some wires popping up at each end, and I finally had to resort to adding some clamps on here that I'm just praying I can get cracked back loose in the epoxy before it gets fully cured, because my coil ended up fluffing up when I took it off from the spool I wound it on, to the point that I'm only about 1/8 of an inch below the surface here, and really not an ideal situation, but it was do or die, so I went ahead and mixed the epoxy and poured it in there. And you can see my plug that I stuck in the end here where my socket's supposed to go didn't seal very good, so I'm also hoping and praying that the epoxy sets up and stops leaking before I run too much of my epoxy out. But anyway, that's where we're at. See how she turns out.